I will go to domain project. Let me close the other pages. And here in the entities folder, I just create a new class. Employee. And I will create now an employee entity, which must be partial, because again, behind the BlazorForKids, there are some source generators which do all the magic what you just saw. And the entity must implement this interface. And the interface must have two type parameters: the employee itself, so the entity itself, and the application DB context. Why this is required? Because here in the configuration of the entity, sometimes we need some func expressions, and these expressions are easiest to create if you have a generic type parameters. Just for ensure that if you write some code, you don't write bugs, at least not with BlazorForKids. Some safety measures. Okay, so I have the class. Now I need to create some properties, and designer, properties, add, and I will add first a text property. And first name. Technically, I can let it like this, but I want to add some more settings to this property, just for you to have an idea what is possible. Anyhow, if you go to BlazorForKids, documentation, and here, supported entity properties, here you can find all the properties which you can, all the types of properties what you can define in BlazorForKids. For the moment, I will use text, and I will also create a one-to-many property. So here I can define some settings for this property, like for example, label. And this will be the label what will appear on top of the editor. Also, I can add the placeholder. I can add a tooltip. I can set the maximum length of the allowed first name. And there are some other properties what we can choose and use for defining, for example, a regular expression. If we want to have only letters in the text for the first name, or we can add even to hide the editor. In some situation, you create a property which is a backend property, and you don't want to appear on the edit form, so you can define directly from the property that this one is hidden in edit form or in the grid view. You can do validation. For example, let's say validation rule for value, and here I will receive the value from the editor, and I can say first name punct length mai mare decât 1, greater than 1. But I need to provide another 2 parameters. First is the error message. So if the length of the first name is not greater than 1, what kind of message to be shown to the user? And the last parameter must be the name for the attribute, validation attribute. And it's a string. So what happened in this rule is that you define an expression, a func, basically, and the attribute will use this rule to check if the value from the editor is valid, and if it's valid, then everything is fine. But if it's not valid, we'll display this message. And the name of the attribute is required because the framework is creating these attributes and applying to the property. So please take care with the naming for attributes and everything inside the BlazorForKids, because it's not impossible, but at least not for now. I didn't introduce any name collision checks. So if you don't pay attention to the names, it is possible to have name collisions, and then you have errors. Okay, let's create a second property. Also text. This time will be last name. And also some settings. Let me copy this. Last name. What I said about name collisions.